Hey there everybody, Jason here with another book review. This time I wanted to talk about the novelization of Alien, the actual original movie in the Alien franchise. So this isn't an old book, I mean it looks it. It's sort of carried with, it's sort of got a little bit worn in my pocket. But basically this is a newer novelization done by Alan Dean Foster. Basically this is the same guy that did the novelization of the Alien Covenant movie, which I talked about recently. And so I decided that, seeing as he did that one and I quite liked it, I would try reading one of the other ones that he had done, and I'll continue doing these in the series as well, just because I really like the Alien lore, and it'd be nice to actually get like a different insight in the actual Alien franchise. The biggest thing about this one is that there are some very noticeable differences, starting with the fact that they don't see the space jockey in this. Basically, they go to the Juggernaut. What's it, the Juggernaut? Oh, God, why do I call it the Juggernaut? They go to the Derelict, and they basically find the actual transmission source, and then they go into a deep dark hole, which actually takes them forever to actually send Kane down into. Until Kane actually finds the eggs like normal. There's evidence of the actual alien inside Kane, but Ash basically disguises it as a sensor shadow or some sort of weird little smudge on the actual lens itself, which causes the Captain Dallas to actually question his motives and whether Ash has actually let the alien survive, and whether he's in cahoots with some sort of thing, which is definitely interesting. I mean, it wasn't just Ripley who was aware of the plan that was going on. They also approached the whole like attack of Ash on Ripley a lot differently, and then how they actually find out about everything a lot differently too, because they actually continue with Dallas's plan to push it out into an airlock even after Dallas has been taken, and they almost succeed if not for Ash starting a set of alarms which warn the alien, but then the alien gets its arm caught in an airlock and gets it ripped off. And the ensuing depressurization almost killing Ripley and Parker. And then there's also the fact that like the ending happens slightly differently too, where it's more of an actual fight between Ripley and the alien, and Ripley almost being outside the ship. Again, another arm being ripped off, I think. So some sort of limb being ripped off. But I don't know, it's definitely an interesting read. It's again a very slow burn, but the movie was a slow burn as well. It takes, I think, what is this, like, it's just under 300 some odd pages, and I would say that the alien actually only exists in any sort of like scary form in like the last 100. Like it goes from like almost 0 to 100 in a very short amount of time, but it does it really well. I'd really like to know what this novelization is actually based off of, whether it's actually like an original copy of the script from like a long time ago, or whether this has just taken some sort of leniencies with the story and sort of just changed a couple things. But either way, just as with Alien Covenant, I appreciate this book for what it is, and its differences. While Alien Covenant's book sort of helped like clarify and make certain things a little bit more concise, this one sort of changes a couple events and makes them a little bit more interesting at the same time. Definitely makes them fit better for a novel. But it's a nice quick read. Really enjoyed it. Jones the cat has an inner monologue, realizing that he's a cat purely there for people's I don't know what you said, entertainment, well-being. And then there's a really weird intro scene where they talk about being professional dreamers. But all that aside, definitely a good read. If you have any questions or comments, or if you've actually read this yourself, please let me know down in the comments below. I'd really like to talk to somebody about this. I really had a lot of fun. But yeah, see you guys later. Bye-bye. Oh, and it's not Star Wars. Mess.